Well, hey, y'all, welcome back. I really can't tell where we're at, can you? We are at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and there's Rock.
Whoop,
Whoop, whoop. Adventures Rock is here, just out and about. Through Retro Bend. You see a lot of other people behind us. What are we here for today, Tyler?
We are here for a construction tour and preview of the new Loch Ness Monster rebuild.
Yes, the new Loch Ness Monster. That's the iconic park or roller coaster here at this park. If you basically see any advertisements, you always see the Loch Ness Monster roller coaster. Well, they've completely rebuilt this coaster. It's not open yet, but we get a construction preview, and I'm not really sure what else we get to see today. We're going to see a whole lot, plus we get to go out in the park and have fun. So we're going to have a great time. So how about you come along with us? You ready? Let's go.
All right, here
Well, we are going in now, Tyler. You ready?
Going in.
You ready, Ben? Where you at?
I'm right here.
We're on the blue
Going
team.
in.
No,
We're
not blue
on the
team,
yellow
we're
team.
on-
We're media.
I'm
We're media.
colorblind.
We're media.
Media.
Give you a little look at the sign now. Looks like it's all been refreshed and redone. New paint. Right up under the lift hill.
Everybody, good. Great group. Thanks for coming out, and very exciting to be here with Loch Ness. Some of you might have been here. I remember it. We celebrated the 40th anniversary. So that's what I think of standing out here. We did a big 40th anniversary, celebration, and here we are now, relaunching the ride. So Loch Ness legend lives on. Incredibly excited about how this is coming together. See a lot of some new things that you haven't seen before, but some things in the cave. Unfortunately, we won't be going in the cave, but that's going to be really one of the highlights of the ride. Can't wait for everyone to see that. Just really, really cool stuff that's going to just kind of bring the ride to a whole new level, much beyond even where the cave was activated, kind of back in the day. This is a whole new approach. We're very excited about that. For those who haven't kind of gotten the background, about 900 feet of new track. So the track is done, all painted, all 3,700 feet painted, but 900 of it being all new steel, including the interlocking loops. So both loops are brand new on the track. So we're all very anxious as the team here, to ride it for the first time and just understand how the dynamics, may have changed a bit. Might be a little smoother, but we'll see. We're anxious to see what kind of difference that made. But you'll see some enhancements in the queue area. There's some other theming enhancements that are happening kind of throughout the ride that you'll see once you're able to ride. But just really, really excited to formally say that Loch Ness is not going anywhere. We've gotten that question so many times over the last few years, thinking it's going to have to be retired at some point, but kind of a full investment here to make sure it's around for many future generations. So with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions, and then we have our head of design and engineering who does all of our rides, Susie Shealy, who most of you have met, available for individual questions, SMI, and then we'll take you through some of the queue area, which that'll be a first. No one's been back there yet. It's not done, of course, but some new things that I'm excited to share. So happy to answer any questions you might have, and after that we'll get you into the queue. Yes, sir.
The 900 feet of track, that's all replacing existing track. The route didn't change at all?
Yep, exactly. The route is the identical route as before, so all replacement. Yep. No. So the interlocking loops, which were the first ever on a coaster, the track of both loops are all new, but the way the coaster goes around in the track is identical to what it was before. It shouldn't, but we'll find out. There's probably some fluctuation here and there, but nothing too dramatic.
How long did like the entire process from thinking of it to now? Like, how long did that take?
So we started talking.
About 2 minutes.
No, I'm sorry. Since when we started,
Oh, wow.
you know, year and a half probably or more, and then we officially started taking the track down right after Hollow Scream.
Okay.
So if you were here during Hollow Scream or Christmas, for a time there, it's pretty crazy to be on the bridge and look over, and there were no loops. A very different look, but yeah, within the last probably 2 years overall.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes. So Arrow, the original manufacturer, is no longer, and they are represented by a current company, S&S, who actually did Finnegan's Wire. But the track itself was from Premier Rides, which some of you, or most of you I'm sure know, did Tempesto as a Premier ride. But yes, they are fabricated the track out in Utah and brought it here on flatbeds, piece by piece. So a couple mornings driving into work, there's a flatbed coming through the security gate with a big piece of yellow track on it. It's pretty wild.
And then we saw it on social media right after that.
Yeah.
So some of you guys are pretty savvy.
Right place, right time. People are sitting on 64 next to a Loch Ness track. Also happen to be super fans of the park. I don't know how that happens, but any other questions? We can do. We're here for one-on-one questions as well, but so part of the group is going to go talk about our Squires project. So Squires Grill up front, which is original to the park, has undergone a complete renovation. Down to the studs. Everything was renovated, and very, very exciting project. When you walk in there, when that opens in May, you won't recognize it, but in a good way. Just a lot of new theming elements, a lot more space, some new menu items. So we'll talk about it in more detail down there. But some of you might have seen the new stained glass that's up. We've gotten a lot of really nice compliments about that element of it. So very authentic to the look and feel of the England Village. So excited to share some of that detail with you. And then you'll have a chance to sample some food and wine items as well. So if you're like me, you're here for the free food. That's coming as well. Yes. Yes.
From the top of things, design, fabrication, and installation, what percentage would you say of contractors were local to the Tidewater area versus?
So
Probably 50%, I'd say. We're so fortunate here in Williamsburg. We have a couple of really good general contractors that we bid out to. Certainly we'll bid out work from the contractors from, say, Virginia Beach to Richmond. Those are the more successful ones. Obviously, they don't have to pay for per diem and that kind of thing. But yeah, the theming contractor that we've used, they're from Orlando, which probably doesn't surprise you, right? So yeah, we're pretty fortunate here in Williamsburg to have some really, really good contractors.
sorry if you didn't hear the question. It was about contractors being local versus some other folks. So about half local, including the general contractor, is from this area, but the main theming contractor that we're using is from Orlando. Yes.
Do you have a tentative opening time for that?
Yeah, so it's going to be in May, and we are shooting for the first half of May is the goal, and that will include member rides being the first folks to be on. So we'll share details on that very soon. But our members will get dedicated ride time first, and then we'll do the grand opening shortly thereafter. Yes.
Storyline. Is the storyline of this experience very similar to the previous one? Or has it changed?
Yeah, great question. Do you want to take that one, or?
Well, so basically, you know, it really is about Loch Ness, right? The Loch Ness Monster. And, you know, there have been sightings of him. And in the paper, what's really crazy is when we first started this project, I read in the paper that they had sightings up in Scotland again, which unfortunately I don't think it made our papers that much, but it was kind of fun fact. But yeah, so there have been more recent sightings, and certainly we're calling it the legend lives on.
Yeah. So it's all about that the hunt for to find the Loch Ness Monster. So very much in the vein of you know, the original story and staying true to that legend. Yeah. All right. And you will see the Loch Ness Monster very vividly. You know, more so than before, and that we're really excited about.
So there you go. Track is complete, y'all. The track is ready.
Track is ready.
Not ready to ride though.
Guess what? We're going to see the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah. Well, maybe not today.
Yeah, maybe not today,
But there's some theming in the cave. What do you think about that, Rock?
Oh, I can't wait to experience that cave.
Before the cave was a little dead. It was a cave.
Yeah, but from what Ben said a long time ago, the cave has some things in it that maybe they're bringing back.
Which I do agree. They did, for their 40th anniversary, they did bring some strobes and stuff back in the cave, but
Yeah. But anyhow, I'm very
that was
interested
like
to
a
see what's in the
throwback.
cave now.
Well, we get all
So now we're
we
gonna
can
start.
take guesses.
Now we're gonna start hashtag what's in the cave.
what's in the cave.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's a great hashtag.
What's
Yeah.
in the cave?
I mean, you gotta remember, it's all owned by the same company. Remember the water slide we went on with that
Yeah.
projection?
Yes.
Can you imagine if there's Loch Ness projections in that cave?
It may be. Maybe.
All owned by the same company. It's possible.
That's very possible.
Hashtag what's in the cave.
Hashtag what's in the cave. Okay, as you can tell, we're right here at the entrance and we're in the England area. And here is the new Squires Grill opening this year.
So my name is Jonathan Dean. I'm with the marketing department here. This is Haley. She's with our design and engineering department. She's going to kind of chat through just what's going on here with Squires and the refurb.
Yep, so my name's Haley Duffy. I'm the Director of Design and Engineering here at Busch Gardens. I've been the project manager on all of these England projects. So the biggest one obviously is our new Squires restaurant. It's about 50 years old, pretty much as old as the park, so we really needed a refresh. As you can see, even the outside has changed a lot. We actually built out the building about 9 feet right here, and then there's also this new entrance over here. And it's a really great enhancement because if you remember, Squires kind of had a lower ceiling. So this extra addition really opens up the ceiling here, and then we were also able to open up the ceiling in the old funnel cake shop. The new layout will be better for the guest experience because we kind of combine these two restaurants together, and it'll just feel a lot more open. And then there's also the old ice cream shop will be funnel cake and ice cream window service dessert shop. So that's Squires. Also, if you didn't notice, we refreshed Big Ben. Again, that was pretty much original to the park. We got all new trim and paint, and we're gonna replace the motors on the clock face. Also, we're currently renovating the restrooms. Kind of like we did in Festa, it'll be like a complete refresh, all new tile, all new fixtures. And then the last thing you probably noticed is what we call the bud deck, but it's the deck behind the candy shop, and you can hear them working right now. We're just replacing the deck with a composite deck and new handrails and everything. So again, 50 years old, needed the repair. So
Exactly.
that's what we're going with.
Exactly, and like she said, so we're always looking for ways to enhance the guest experience and also preserve the park experience for our guests. So that's why we kept the integrity of the buildings to look like it does, like you're in England, right? Like she said, It used to be Big Ben's funnel cakes over here, but now it has integrated into what the ice cream shop used to be with Squire Sweets. So we're gonna have an all new menu. So there's gonna be some really cool funnel cake options where it has all of sorts and different arrays of toppings that you can have on your funnel cakes, and then soft serve ice cream as well. What you're gonna do is you'll come up to the window and order, and then we'll serve you right there. And then for Squires, like she said, you guys are gonna enter over here, is that correct? And you're gonna pay first, and then you're gonna go out and get your food. And again, it's just so we can keep guests moving through the line quicker, quicker service of food, and then just so you guys can get your food and go. It's an enhanced menu as well, so you will have some of your classics that we had with Squires as well. You'll have your chicken tenders, your hamburgers, your cheeseburgers, your Beyond Burger, but we're also going to introduce new limited time only hamburgers that will only be available for limited periods at a time. For example, is a loaded chili burger. I'm personally very excited about, but it's a good way to just keep things fresh and new for our guests. So every time you visit, there's something different. So yeah. Woo! Enjoy. Any questions? Sure.
So now with the extra space, is there going to be an indoor dining space?
There's no indoor dining, but we did actually add a covered seating area on the other side of this part of the building. So there will be some covered seating over
And
there.
is the seating that was out here coming back? Or?
Yep, there'll be all new seating.
Okay.
And then with, like she said, the refurbishment of the deck over there, that seating will still be available as well. Yeah.
Are the lockers being moved, or are they going to go back over there?
The lockers will be back on the bed deck once it's finished.
I know you talked about the menu. You guys had some of the best cheesesteak we ever had. Are you bringing that back with you?
You know, that is a good question. I'm not sure if the cheese sticks will be here.
Cheesesteak.
Oh, cheese steak. I'm sorry, I didn't
sorry
hear
about
you.
that. Yeah,
No worries. I don't know the full menu. I just know like the enhancements with the burgers. So you'll have to come back and see.
It's very unique.
Now, throughout the time, is the rest of England, like the wood and stuff, going to be repainted, or is it just going to be left the old way?
We're always refreshing the areas as we need to.
Yeah.
So I know we refreshed Germany recently, and we've been working on France. So yes, as we need to, we will be refreshing. But the scope of this change is mostly the whole project we talked about.
So there you go. Squire's Restaurant is expanding, getting a little bigger, moving to funnel cakes. Got a lot going on over here in the England area. We are fixing to head down to Loch Ness now, but now not too much of a crowd here. Give you kind of a look at the Squire's area. Well, Squire's Restaurant in the England area.
So basically what this is behind me is the Loch Ness Monster Sighting Center. It's a tongue-in-cheek kind of experience. It's just a walkthrough where we kind of tell a fun story of the inception of the Loch Ness Monster, the first sighting, if you will. Here at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, we share on the milestones of the ride over the past 46 years. And then also kind of speak to the enhancements, what you guys will experience when the ride opens up this May, and then what you have to look forward to in the years to come. So it's just a quick little walkthrough, again, a little story to follow along with. But you guys can check it out.
Yeah, I like the projection on here.
So we can see
Yeah, this gives you a lot of information about the coaster, and I walked right by this and didn't see it. This gives you an idea. There's the what we're just now looking at. They have this over here.
I'm Susie, and I'm the project manager on Loch Ness. I got to have the fun job of working with all the contractors on this one. So Kevin already told you a little bit about the background. It's been about a year and a half in the making. We actually started demo after Hollow Spring last year. So at that point, we had a lot of the track already here. So it's just a matter of taking the old track down, putting the new track in, and starting the process. So now we're kind of finishing up with the theming and propping and kind of taking care of itself. The leaves are coming out of the trees and the flowers will be going. So yeah, so we're real excited about opening this up in a couple of weeks so you guys can all ride it.
So they do have all these along up set up for you to look at. Put on down some more. Let me theme out here. There we go, some theming up there. And there she is.
So this is the main station or the queue building, or yeah, the main queue I think they call it. There will be quick queue on the ride, which I think is through here. I'm not sure exactly how it goes. The operations people can tell you all that. But there will be quick queue. There's also the ability to have an ECVs, you know, the big electric wheelchairs, which a lot of people use, even if you don't use a wheelchair, just because it's so hilly here, right? But so you'll be able to park it in here. This area pretty much got a total revamp. We took there was this old rubber flooring that had been put in here, like with the little round things in it. It was really hideous. So it got taken away. We put in a new floor, made it look more like the castle, you know, kind of castle look that we have. These are jib hoists that we're saying that the coaster cars are actually like little boats that you're taking to go on your expedition to look for the Loch Ness Monster. So, you know, that's what these are for. There'll be some other props and things in here. We repainted the walls so it looked more like an old, you know, kind of castle-y type building. You'll see speakers in here that there'll be new sound, a new score that was written especially for this ride. And yeah, I guess that's about it in here. Like we said, 900 feet of the track has been replaced, and it's 3,240 feet long. So the longest drop we have for this ride, if you didn't know before, was from the second, when you come out of the cave and then you drop down toward the Rhine River. It's over 100 feet drop, and at that point I think you're probably going about 60 miles an hour. So it's still going to be the fun ride that it always was, maybe a little bit smoother and certainly a lot more features and theming. So, do you guys have any specific questions?
The Loch Ness Monster, will it be in the water?
You'll see it.
No spoilers.
You'll see it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to really tell you anything more about it.
Now, I'm not real familiar with this park, but let me know in the comments down below if you see anything new or if there's anything that you recognize from the original queue. Give you a little close-up shot of what this gentleman here is doing. I guess technically he'll be the first rider, or first one on Loch Ness.
That would be a good assessment.
Yeah.
So will you hang upside down and do that? How's that work for the loop? Do you hang upside down? We're like, how's he do that?
This is just checking conduit, all the new stuff that's going on the track, making sure the train can clear it.
Gotcha.
There's nothing new up top on the top of the loop.
Okay.
So I don't have to hang upside down with the gauge.
But you could if you needed to.
If I had the right tools, yeah. Absolutely.
love the little touches. I mean, when you walk through the queue line, they do a little bit more than just give you something to look at. Like Rock in the background going, I don't know what was that? You a ballerina now? So you might not get to see that in the queue line like I just did, but there is some good things in the queue line. But you might see this in the queue line.
A monster.
A monster. Now we're gonna head up the hill and go get some food, they said. Really couldn't hear what's being served, so I'll give you a preview of what we're having. Give a menu of it. And here's the Food and Wine Festival that we'll be having from April 25th to June 9th. And this is some of the items that we will be trying as a preview to it. Well, you've seen the menu, now you're gonna see the items. This is everything they put on my tray, but one thing I didn't get, and Tyler did.
That brownie.
This brownie. I'm not special like Tyler.
That brownie.
I didn't get a brownie. That's okay. We got this. Okay, update on the brownie. It's not a brownie, it's a tart.
Hey,
But wait a minute, whoa.
Bragging me.
Wait,
Look, you got a fresh brownie.
You
My
cut this
brownie's
out.
not
You
fresh.
stop right there. Don't talk over me. This is my video. Anyhow, I thought he was special.
Yeah, you're
No.
the special one.
The chef brought me my own tart. Nah. Now, mine's fresh. Now who's special?
I feel like I'm not special.
You're kind of special. I think you're special. All right, so that is it for our little coaster tour and the sightseeing center and just all the updates that we can have right now from Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. What's your first thoughts?
I'm ready. I'm excited for the theming of it. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not. It's a lot, but it's not a lot. I mean, it does add a whole lot more to the ride.
I like how not only they reprofiled to try to make it smoother.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of parks will be like, okay, we made it. If the coaster's better.
Yeah.
But they're adding stuff supposedly in the cave.
Yeah.
Hashtag what's in the cave.
What's in the cave?
You know, and the theming and the queue lines and I mean just the sightseeing center. So they're adding a lot more too than just trying to improve the ride experience.
Yep.
Well, I guess they did improve the ride experience by adding these things. So shout out to Busch Gardens.
Yeah. Thank y'all for
That is amazing.
actually spending the money. Because I know it wasn't cheap to redo an old ride because I mean, everything had to be. It's not like a cutting edge ride today that everything is built off site. Everything for this ride that they redid had to be done on site.
Yep, and it won't be long. It's going to be testing. They're saying first or second week, early May-ish. They expecting it to open, so be ready for that. They said it'll open to members first for a few days and then open to the public. But right now, we're going to go enjoy the rest of the park and hope you enjoyed this vlog. Yeah, we got quick queues for 5 rides. Ben hasn't been here since 1992. Going to show his age a little bit. So anyhow, we're going to go enjoy the park. Hope you enjoyed this, and there's going to be a lot more coming out from this park and other parks throughout the year. So be sure you follow along. Be sure you follow on Just Out and About. And go check out The Retro BM. All these links to these channels and stuff that we talked to today, and there's a lot of channels here today. They'll all be down in the description. With that, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for hanging with the Crazy Crew, and we'll see you next time.